Wednesday, FOMC day, about 17 minutes before US session opens. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to take the signals in the high probability setups channel. Every day I post two signals for the most part, unless I see more setups. So every signal has a buy and a sell criteria for a given market. And so I'm going to be showing now live, hopefully everything works out, because actually I am not home. I am on this computer remotely, so as long as the technology holds up, I should be able to demonstrate it. So I think I'm going to have a signal that I'll post in the Russell, and every morning I have a signal in the NASDAQ. I will be using ADT breakout box strategy created by Ryan and available for our subscribers. And so the reason I'm going to be using it, it's just easier. I don't have to actually watch the price. When the time comes, I'll be posting the buy level, the sell level, and then just wait for price to hit either one of them. Remember, these trades, at least at first, start as a scalp. And eventually move once there is a shift to a higher time frame, because these signals in the high probability setups are off of very small time frames. But when a shift occurs to a higher time frame, well, then a move can be a lot more than just a scalp. But at first it's going to be a scalp. So I still have a few minutes before the US session opens. I'm going to post the signals in Discord and then come back to this video. Okay, so I just posted the Russell in Discord. Here it is: to buy 2229.6 or to sell 2224.7. Then I use the strategy. I put the buy level here, the sell level here, and again, as long as it didn't mess anything up, this strategy should be taking a trade as soon as price hits this line, not upon bar close, but even on touch. Intra-bar, on touch, this strategy should take the signal at 222.29.6 on the long side, or 2224.7 on the short side. I am working on the NASDAQ right now, so I'm going to leave the recording running in case the price triggers. I prefer for it to happen, obviously, after the session opens in 11 minutes, but if it hits before then, it hits before then. Let me work on the NASDAQ. Alright, so in the NASDAQ, the signal is to buy 741 or sell 709. So again, I use the strategy to paint the buy line 741, the sell line 709, and again, as long as everything is activated right, there should be a buy when price touches the green line, or a sell if price touches the red line. Again, these signals at first are designed to be scalps, so I have the ATM here, I believe, on 40 ticks for the profit. And even that, I think, is a bit more than just a scalp. Scalp could actually be less than that, but just for demonstration purposes here. And then look, if you want to, you can try and trail. So here is the Russell hitting first. My stop is way too far. Gotta start trailing it. Okay, so got taken out. Nothing on the S&P, nothing on the NASDAQ yet. Now you see how the strategy disables the long side after triggering long, and that is very important, because you don't want to take a long now just because price hits this level from the top. You want to allow price to get below the long trigger and then come up again. In other words, you want to use the momentum of price to quickly get you in the money. Again, understand, at first this is a scalping trade. Eventually it could be a lot more, but this is an FOMC day, and as a result I'm looking for some quick profits and just be done. So nothing on the NASDAQ yet, but it's coming soon. It's coming. So you see how helpful the strategy is. And again, is it necessary? No, it's not necessary, but it does make your life, at least my life, easier. Because I don't have to look at the price. I have a lot of charts I'm looking at. I have a lot of numbers in my head. And this way, I don't get confused. I plot those on my chart and then just let the strategy take over. You see how easily it entered. Here we go. So now it's fine. You see how easily it entered this long position. So the reason I say it's fine now is because price went below the long trigger, which is what I want. So one thing to keep in mind, these triggers continue to be valid. However, every time they trigger, the probability of success is slightly lower. So that's important to keep in mind. I'm going to put my stop here. Still nothing on NASDAQ. Came close, but not quite. Looks again like it wants to trigger the short side. Look how close it came. So these prices I give are very, very precise, and that's why it's important to use the actual signals I post. There is a reason why I post them. You see how here it comes within just a couple of ticks away from triggering, but the price is the price. So again, I'm going to start trailing this now. I'm in the money already. I made some profit before. Going to trail. Here we go. If I'm going to hit this, no matter what, I'll be done with the Russell. I'll be done with the Russell no matter what here.
Target filled.
There we go. There we go. That's how it's done. Now, again, since I posted these levels, I am going to take the NASDAQ trade, but it's something I'll be talking a bit later about. Okay, so here is the trigger. There is no reason to keep on trading once you reach your daily goal.
Target filled.
But here it is. So 10 points on the NASDAQ. Again, it's just so helpful to use this strategy. If you are doing more than one thing like I am, this strategy is just so helpful. So what I wanted to talk about before is this. Because of everything we offer in the server, there are all these channels with all these signals, and it might seem like, wow, I can participate in all these signals and make all this money. Potentially, yes. However, just understand the way probability works, right? I don't have exact statistics, but I think all the signals that we provide for the members around 75% win rate. That still means that 1 out of 4 or 25 out of 100 trades are going to be losing trades. That's just how it is. That's how probability works. And also, as obviously you know, just because it's 1 out of 4 does not mean that you win 3 and then you lose 1, right? It can also mean you can have 6, 7, 8 winning trades in a row, but you could also have 3, 4, 5 losing trades in a row. And that kind of brings me to this topic of you cannot allow a losing signal or even a losing day to blow your account. It is so frustrating for me when I have a one-on-one with someone, when I speak with someone, and they, they say, gee, you know what, just kept taking these winning trades and everything was great, and then I had this, bad couple of trades and I blew my account. It should never be that a few losing trades blow your account. I will even say it cannot be that a few losing days blow your account. Now, it's difficult with what we offer to have a few losing days if you just go by the signals. However, it's possible. If there are on average 20 trading days in a month, well, this means that about 4 out of those days could be losing days, right? That's how probability works. So if the leverage you are using or the approach that you are using causes you to blow accounts when you have a losing day, something is really wrong. And the main problem is leverage. Yesterday, for example, I had a pretty rough day with these signals, and I was open about it in the Trade Journal channel. So this is available to the public. You can look at it. This is available to the public. I go into that yesterday was pretty rough. The first like 25 minutes in the morning, completely sideways, very difficult, and I was actually down about $900. Now, I only trade one contract, even though I can trade a lot more, even according to my own rules. Let me just adjust this. It's I was down because things were really sideways. I mean, unusually sideways. If you participated yesterday, you know what I'm talking about. So this was a rough 25 period of time, and I was down, but I was nowhere near, nowhere near blowing my account. And at the end of the day, I still made everything up because eventually things moved. But it took the first 25 minutes were terrible. Do we know when this will happen? Of course not. Nobody knows. You have to be prepared for that. And that's why I'm saying leverage is your enemy if you are trading too many contracts. Because I was trading just one, yes, I was down $900, but throughout the day I was able to make it up. If I was trading 4 or 5 or 6 contracts, that would have been a whole different ballgame. I received an email yesterday from someone who said that they actually blew an account with those first 25 minutes because what they did was when they lost with one contract, then they went with 2 contracts. When they lost with 2 contracts, they went with 4 contracts. You get the picture. That is not an approach that long term will keep your account alive, because it's not a question of if, it's a question of when. I don't care what you use. It's a question of when things are gonna go against your position numerous times. If you count on this, well, I lost one, I should win the next one. If that's your approach, that it's not sustainable. You might get lucky a couple of times. Long term, you're gonna blow your account. You need to have faith in your approach. You need to have faith in the signals that we provide. If you've been a member here for any period of time, you know how precise we are. By the way, what finally got me over the top yesterday was not even my signal. It was a signal from Markets with Gil that gave an amazing S&P long to go long at 12 and target 22. That was a terrific call, and sure enough, price touched 12 and I think got down to 11 and then straight up to 18 and 22. Great trade. So we offer a lot, and even though I think we are pretty darn good, I still am not saying that you can back up the truck and trade heavy, because even if you lose one trade, you're going to win the next. That is, again, it doesn't matter what you use. You will have periods of time when nothing is going your way. That's what happened yesterday, the first 25 minutes in the morning. Today was a completely different story. Like one and done in both, right? Just like the Russell immediately gave a profit, came back, gave another profit. Beautiful, easy, next to no heat. The NASDAQ, no heat at all, just like hit the short and boom, hit the target. So I hope this helps. Guys, please leave me a like if any of this helps you. Please make sure you subscribe. Please share these videos. I think we can offer a lot to traders. I think we can help a lot of traders. So it would be great if people knew that we exist. So yeah. So if you're a member and you take these signals, post in the public area. Again, this helps us in Discord. Any questions, of course, you can email me or leave a comment under this video. Thank you all. See you next time.